That's a mighty good word, party folk. I'm your mile high priest. I'm up here about a mile high on the moon's day. It's Monday, November 4th. What's good, party folk? My name's Armando. I'm chilling up here in Denver. Very grateful to have you all here. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for hanging out and for your attention. Ever so grateful for our energetic exchange as always. Thanks, y'all. The conversations in the comments are getting good, right? Y'all. I wanted to kind of just do a check-in, collective check-in. It's the moon's day. It's Monday. November's hot, right? I mean, besides the politics, there are many other events in the sky that are very hot. 2 new moons. We just had one, right, in Scorpio, and it ends with the new moon in Sagittarius. Mercury does retrograde later in November in Sagittarius. Right now, it is about to enter pre-shadow in a few days this week, and then Venus will later go into Capricorn, but it is in Sagittarius currently. So a lot of besides everything else that's going on, a lot of the planets in Sagittarius are triggering Chiron in Aries. So I was receiving some messages about like that midlife crisis sort of effect, which there are some markers in natal charts, like around, you have your Pluto midlife point. I believe when it squares at around prior to age 40 for about a year, around age 40, and then before and after kind of age 40 marking the midpoint for most. And then there is that Chiron return, which marks a midlife crisis point in around age 46 to around early 50s. So just wanted to I just threw that one out there, right? Mars just went into Leo last night, or less than 24 hours ago. So it won't be there for too long. It will have to enter and complete its retrograde phase through Leo back into Cancer, and then it will fast forward into halfway through Leo, or halfway through Cancer and this first part of Leo before it exits its pre-shadow or post-shadow phase. So yeah, a lot of activity in the sky that'll persist for quite a while. Thank y'all once again for being here. I love the comments, so keep them coming. Keep subscribing if you're if you're thinking about it. You should subscribe. But we are obviously, there was a time reevaluation in the States, and so sunset happens a little sooner, relatively speaking, to the human clock. And so yeah, we're closer to sunset in the afternoon now. So let's get some cards going, right? Magicians, high priests, high priestesses, kings, queens, royals. This is your moon's day core, Mars in Leo. What's up? Mars retrograde. We already kind of dug into some. We always do, right? Maybe we're digging into this. Can I call it like a tower moment? With all due respect, court. What's good in Scorpio season? I'm your effervescent, mercurial, thoughtful moon's day jester, your Akashic librarian, stellar informant, ninja warrior, funny looking, card slinging, card reading hooligan with your divine messages for your stellar evolution through all spaces and time. Thank you so much for being here. I completely just messed that whole entire it was a remix, all right. So I've been working with sacred symbols. I like to change it up, so we'll get into different oracles later this month, I'm sure. I wrote a little thing, debris in the way. Oh, what is the title? Debris in the way, clear away that which distracts you, purify the mind, true liberation. Look to see with your new eyes, for truth does not bind. A total transformation. With speaking about Pluto earlier, speak of the devil, right? Freaking Pluto. It triggers this Mars retrograde experience because Pluto is just about to leave Capricorn. It will enter Aquarius November 19th, but it currently sits at the final minutes in Capricorn, which opposes Cancer. And so Mars opposed Pluto just a few days ago, exactly it being in Cancer. And so we will explore whatever topics that you're handling now, as far as how to take action versus how to protect well-being, assets, security. It's a fight, it's a struggle. Or it could seem like you want to fight, but you don't understand why or what really you are guarding, right? Or protecting. And so there can be a scramble to figure out that aspect. What are you actually trying to secure? So you could even be at that point where you're building to secure. And so there could be an understanding of how far flung into the future, how far ahead you are, and there can be a return from there. You can make the decision. You can choose to return to reclaim this instance, this force of what is actually true. And that can be the tower moment where you are very not necessarily stern or strict, or it's not binding. It's a liberation. It's liberating, because there is strength in honoring your the worst aspects, the worst experience, the worst relationships, the worst anything, the horrific, the worst of it. It propels you once you, and I'm not saying once you, y'all, what's good? Tarot moment, right? With tarot, we get into a journey. So this is involved through space and time, right? If you have, once again, flung yourself far into the future, supposing that a situation or many situations or things or issues would resolve in some manner, and now there is this defining, clarifying, purifying, clarifying, all those types of, there's a conglomeration and culmination of a moment that consists of all of this. And though you may have been inspired to make a decision or make a choice to take a big step, like a big new direction, to own it, to build from there, now it's time. It's true. It's there. It's the gates are open. The key, you've turned the key in the lock and it unlatches and the gate flings open and you're allowed to go. What's good, party? Okay. Water. Sun god Ra, Mercury, goddess Isis. What's good? Mars. What's up? Oh my gosh. Okay. Spiritual guides of the highest light. Helpful, wise, sage, ancient, knowledgeable ancestors. What messages do we have for the collective for their November astrological shenanigans? Mars in Leo, Pluto entering Aquarius. Okay, so we had karmic path try to come out, which is Saturn. Saturn will station direct, so it'll finally start to move out of Pisces. It is midway through Pisces, but it'll finally move ahead and not retrograde. I believe that it does in 2025, but it's making its push through Pisces, and it needs to. It needs to, y'all. Okay. Protection has been a thing. Like, maybe you can. I've been reflecting on a lot of methods of protection and spiritual protection, psychic protection. So the Eye of Horus, or that evil eye symbol, emblem, or symbol. And also, I love to use scents and sprays and oils, crystals, gems, and also smoke cleansing is the most, I think, widely kind of cultural, most multicultural, depending on how you're guided, air smudging, air cleansing, depending on what you can acquire. Also give thanks, right, to the powerful forces that be, whether you believe in the biological science of herbs and or the gods that bring us these herbs. Right here we have power 46. I swear this has come up. So Taurus comes up a lot. I don't know. I don't think this is going to work because of the reflection. I was supposing that we could have a little show. Let me try to move this over here. Okay, y'all, I swear. Cool. So card 46, card number 8 is Karmic Path with Saturn. And then card number 46 is Power. Then we have Protection. Cool. Okay, power. Obviously, don't be afraid of your power. Reclaim your power. I think we've talked a lot about this. I think that this moment sort of allows you to declare a choice. We've talked about choices. I've also encountered similar messages about finally being able to kind of unravel, undo yourself from a bind that someone had on you or a whole. It's very deeply rooted, deeply ingrained, and so it's very karmic in its lesson, where it does reflect past life or simply childhood situations. And because of the power card, it does mean more, like there's more reward or more. You've worked a lot through this. It was, once again, Saturn in Pisces is like, it's a slow, hard journey. Is there any other way to put it but then for me to be honest, that Saturn in Pisces is psychological, it's transformative in that it's the unseen and it's psychic, and so it can have a maddening effect, it can have a drowning, suffocating, it can seem to be suffocating over longer periods of time. You can have the feeling of floating away, or something comes to you, yet does anything, and then as you float away, where do you float to? So it could have all those like effects. I get a lot of like loosening the grip, but I see you gripping something differently, like an exchange in grip, and your grip strength also, but in a spiritual kind of climbing sense, like a also what? Why am I getting like, okay, I know I never get this with this card, and it's funny, it is very like linear in that something about the 90s. I believe Saturn was in Pisces in the 90s, maybe. I think, haven't we talked about this? Like, I used to talk about this all the freaking time. Thank y'all for hanging out. What's good, party folk? So I don't mind the fall winter experience, but the time change, the daylight savings. Okay, I won't get political because there's enough politics. Spiritual guide to the highest light. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm not even kidding. Yesterday, the 9th house card, the Sagittarian card, came out, and the reading was about Mercury moving into Sagittarius. Here I'm blabbering about Saturn, and then truth comes out. You have Saturn twice. Do you have an accent like that? A twice. I love it. Card number 6. Very Saturnian, very gosh, what is this one? Is this the world card, or is it? It can't be the devil, can it? I mean, that's kind of what we've been discussing, is you like leaving a certain way of it's beyond leaving like a situation or a person. It solar eclipse card 44. Wow, what in the who is going on? y'all ain't messing around here. Okay, that's brilliant. Card number 6, Saturn, truth. We will get to it. I forget, is it the devil? We shall see. Is it 7 of Pentacles? Maybe. Could it be the father, the emperor? Spiritual guides of the highest light. Thank you so much. Y'all, I'm forgetting my little speech, my little promo. Please hit like, please hit share, please subscribe, please comment. I did say comment already. Leave me a lot of comments. Thank you for the likes, by the way. I know this, I'm not trying to be manipulative or anything. Hear me out, y'all. Hear me out. I will show the likes count if the video has enough likes where I'm not embarrassed. I know I shouldn't be embarrassed. Thank you very much. Some of the videos have been getting a lot of likes, and so now I'm showing them. I'm allowing that to be visible, and I think that promotes more likes. Thank you regardless. I'm not like trying to hoard likes, but if you know YouTube, you know it's a thing, right? Thank you. Okay, back to the message. Thank you so much, y'all. Y'all, I'm a slow learner here now. I'm not. Yeah. Okay. Fine. I'm taking it easy. Thank you very much. God says the sun, God, Rome, Mercury, archangels, angels, spiritual guides of the highest light. Oh, look, 7 of Cups is here. I don't want to. With the Truth card here, I can't lie. Like, okay, fine. I'm not a slow learner. In some instances, in some situations, I'm a slow learner. But like, in most situations, I'm pretty quick, and this is very much a rite of passage for you. If you are in your second Saturn return, you are in those like. No, I'm so sorry. That would be a square, I believe. If you're in your early 50s. Okay, thank you very much, Angel. Spiritual guides of the highest light. Mars and Leo message. Wow, okay. Actually, I did want to. Okay. Here, we'll leave those to set the tone. You do have Judgment. You do have the Magician. Okay, y'all are like not messing around. 7 of Cups persists. I'd like to say you have yourself a situation here, and the challenge is getting out of this soup of a mess. So Judgment, that's Saturnian, but it is Plutonian. It's Pluto. So I mean, your Saturn could be later Scorpio degrees or Sagittarius. So if you're in your Sagittarius, if your natal Saturn placement is in Sagittarius, I apologize. If your natal Saturn placement is in Sagittarius, early degrees especially, you may be wildly kind of triggered at the moment to really establish a fine definition of who you are, but let's loosen that grip. You're entering a new, like, there's a new essence of you. Also, it does call in many styles of you. So you may want to explore like authenticity in that instead of declaring, I'm so sorry, my throat, instead of declaring like a role or position or like a stance. Instead of being so stern in your stance, in your view, in a perspective, in a belief, instead of driving that through it, Saturn, the origin of this is you're defining your truth. Also, if you are a Saturn Pisces and you're in this like 12, 13 degree of Saturn in Pisces natal placement, you may also be wildly affected by these archetypes of release of old, which maybe you're telling me, yeah, that's fine, but the redefinition is also flexible. It's also about allowing the flow. It's also about feeling secure. It's also about your power, reclaiming your power in many different aspects. And so maybe you can start there. Maybe you can, with a magician, you are very well equipped. You're very knowledgeable. You are both in the, or it's that quad state, right? The quadruple state with all elements. And as it pertains to your body, your physical, kind of financial, you're having a moment. I get it. Gemini, what's good? We have Mercury here. The Magus. What's good, Mercury? Mercury just went into Sagittarius. We just talked about the messages that Mercury had for you yesterday. Once again, here's Saturn. So we have both these guys, both these planets are in mutable signs. So what have you learned? What have you learned? What was the lesson? What's the takeaway? You can't take everything with you, but you gotta pack it up. You gotta pack it up because you gotta go. Judgment. Or maybe you had to go. Judgment. Maybe you need to go. Judgment. Maybe you need to let it go. Judgment. The Aeon. We were talking about Horus, right? And when the Aeon card comes up in the Thoth Tarot, a lot of folks like to recall the story of and symbolism of the Aeon, which we were, I forget which Aeon, right? Now we're moving into the Aeon of Horus, I believe. I hope I don't have a lot all messed up, which just gives me Pluto and Aquarius vibes. There's a shift, there's a loosening of the grip, there's letting go for a larger, but first you must return. The Aeon is also a return, right? The Aeon asks you to return to you, okay? The powers that be. The fire within you now asks to be tend to that, we talk so much about this, tend to it. There's a flame to be discovered within the wildfire, okay? So within your exploration of the last 2 years, last year and a half, now there will come this month, there will come through this a push forward from the severity of the halt now, because this is the time to loosen, to lessen and loosen. So a reclamation of power, please, for you. Oh yeah, I don't understand why I put this down, but here we have the 3 of disc, which is works. This is Sun, this is Mars in Capricorn, okay? Where do you need to loosen the grip? We've talked about this too. It's more so like I want to be linear about it so that where the message resonates with you, you can pick that up. And so in a linear fashion, it's more so discover what it is you need to let go of, what it is you need to rid yourself of, or whether you need to leave an environment or an environment needs to change things like that come from a position of making choices and decisions instead of seeing everything. Once you understand what the result, then you're going into what you're going to create. Why are you creating space? Why are you leaving? Why are you loosening control of something? Then if you start to declare the outcome, then you're working in the creative zone, right? Like, why are you doing that? So there could be that tit for tat or vice versa, where you're like, once again, detached to determine, detached to choose, and then make choices, then go back to detachment. Because you do have the Magician card here, so you have the Three of Pentacles here, so you're telling me you have every right, you have all the power in you, you have all the spiritual power, you have as much spiritual wisdom and power and strength as it may take for you to let this go, let this situation go. But yet you perhaps refuse to honor that. Okay, we will see. We will see anyway. We're past, present, future, right? What's good party for? Past, present, future influences. Where do you stand in your strength and your power? That there's so much power here. I don't understand what is going on with y'all. You have the power of this house, the spiritual karmic path. Perhaps there is a necessity, a desire to limit how much spiritual, how much the spiritual dimensions affect your decisions on the 3-dimension, right? It's giving. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. This is telling me here that there's a lot to give, there's a lot to do in the dimensional world, in the Three of Pentacles world, in the creative world, in the job world, in the like. Do you before anyone or anything comes in front, like there's a need for protection from many aspects of your center, of your mind, of your emotional, mental systems, and how they drive each other, right? The Aeon. Thank you so much, Goddess Isis, Sun God Ra, Mercury, Archangels, Angels, Spiritual Guides of the highest light. Thank you for these clear divine messages for the collective. Have I mentioned like a lot of the signs? So we have the Magus, which is Mercury, which rules Gemini and Virgo. We have Judgment. In this card, it's a fiery element archetype, okay? Very fire. Just, there's a lot of fire. Saturn. We still have to look at that one, right? And then Mars in Capricorn. So solar eclipse revolution, card number 44, I believe that's Ace of Wands. The power in declaration of a new path or a more direct path, right? the return, the reconciliation of you with your inner divine kind of flame and essence. Okay, so we have past, present is the sun. You're freaking radiating. Or have you avoided this? Okay, with the Ace of Swords here, like the new direction was presented to you. You're, once again, you're very much intelligent and powerful enough to what's good to understand what you need to do, right? What needs to take accordance. Maybe you did limit yourself, and maybe you had a lot to give. You had a lot to learn. You wanted more to learn about the other. Okay, but look. The Queen of Pentacles next to the Ten of Wands. This Queen of Pentacles she is finished with clinging, with gripping, with smothering. Now she feels contained, right? We talked about drowning and all the energies. She feels very, this Queen of Pentacles, they feel very hardened from like a soft, from the essence, yeah, like way contained, way, maybe the projection does become the internal possession, right? There seems to be a lot of weight that you are dropping, you are letting go. I have a Capricorn shadow aspect of Sagittarius, which is super cool that it's here, because then we have Saturn in Sagittarius, which is crazy. 10 of Wands, Saturn in Sagittarius. So Saturn says this situation, this partnership is not allowing for your true growth and true promise, your true faithful promise, your true faithful like advantage and exercise and in also there's something about like you can do something, you can create something, you can make it, you can do it. We have the Ace of Swords, air element. We have Leo, the Sun card. Okay. Where you stand in your power. Look, the Magician comes out again. Archangel Michael, Temperance. So we have 3 of Cups. So once again, a lot to say about like friendships and just general familial love, Mars in Cancer, and the push into Leo, Mars's exploration through Leo, and also how open you are to see the shadow aspect of how you declare the moment, the entirety of the moment before you see it through. So now you return to you, and there's again, there's a lot to say about like regaining power through either being around people of like mind, more so like friendships, and being around family, or having at least a connection. Mercury in Cancer, you could also just have a connection through those online and like telecommunication experiences, because we also have Mercury. Once again, we have the Magician. But beyond that, it does point me to like Okay, there is more to say about your career and it expanding and the growth, taking that to the next level. 3 3, the number 33 and the number 333, those are here. Also Archangel Michael. We do have Ace of Swords. We have the Magus, the Magician. Okay, we have 111. So perhaps you all performed air and fire magic for the new moon in Scorpio, right? Yeah, with the Queen of Pentacles here, you're a magician and you want to release something. Maybe the sun is here to declare that you did release. You were successful in your release, and now you have to see the end. You're seeing the end. You're seeing the push, but now business gains momentum, or your efforts take on a more explorative. You're no longer in like at the core, you're no longer confined. Party people, what is up, y'all? Okay. We are going to go with, in your environment, what is coming towards you. Okay. This is something you're aware, or this you are aware of. So this maybe will offer confirmation or an awareness, right? Or protection of what you need to protect yourself. Is that what's good? Look, Jupiter and Gemini. Going back to give to the situation, or once again, relying on the mindset that this is it. This is where you belong. This is, again, there's an intuitive sense about you that don't disregard that. The Eight of Swords here tells me more when it's here in this space. The way I'm reading this in this moment, I don't want you to rely on staying power. There's a need, there's a suggestion. The advice is for you to rely on your intuition and to continue to move forward, regardless of understanding how the path will unfold. See it through, see the end. You are experiencing what is the end and then the beginning of the beginning, okay? The end. So now begin again. Now follow through. That's what it was. It's difficult for me to explain it because I'm not telling you to go without a plan and to leave without a plan, it's more like know the direction, okay? Know the direction. And then go towards it. I started getting so many freaking texts. I have the High Priestess. You must trust that you know this, okay? You basically it just came out, and it's like you're getting a lot of airwave messages. You're getting a lot of messages through airwaves. I count you participating in this reading. If it resonates, I count this as you receiving confirmation of the fact that you should move through this regardless of knowing how the path unfolds. It's like divine forces do flow and are in and around you. They guide you through. You've made a clear choice and decision. It is a redirection. It's a new direction. It is filled with joy, and you must follow it through with a ounce of joy. A lot, give it a lot, pour in more to you, okay? now magically reappear, magically reconcile. You are made of all of these aspects, okay? Psychic, creative, practical, okay? Work now in your realm. You're Queen of Pentacles, no matter gender. This is about money, and this is about getting on with it. If you really want that freaking relationship, get on with, go, go, go. Okay, Five of Swords just wants to fly out. That's what it, that, don't stay there, okay? Don't stay in the taking only the little, being given only a little. I can only take a little. Blind spot. What is approaching you that you cannot see coming, okay? Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, okay? Earlier we did talk about Seven of Pentacles. And then we have the Ace of Wands again. One. We have Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, okay? Seven of Pentacles is what? Taurus. Saturn and Taurus. We have so much Saturn here, y'all. High Priestess is the moon card, right? What's the outcome? Five of Swords, okay? But we have here Queen of Pentacles, Six of Swords coming out, and the Hangman, okay? But basically, to get out of the Five of Swords, you're gonna, it says here, you're coming to see that. You're coming to see now what's not successful, what's holding you back from this experience, your truth. Fire, there's a truth. There's like, come back to you, right? We said, come back to your flame. Here's a single flame, Ace of Wands, one wand, one flame, okay? Clear away the debris in the mind, okay? Ace of Swords. Wow, 1111, right? The Magician, Arcana number 1. The Magus is Arcana number 1. The Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands, 1111. Here at the bottom of the Light Seers Tarot, we have Three of Pentacles, Mars and Capricorn. We had Three of Discs, Mars and Capricorn in the Thoth deck, okay? Y'all, we ain't kidding. We have two Aquarian cards here. We have the Moon in Aquarius. I'm so sorry. We have we have Mercury in Aquarius with the Six of Swords, and then we have Venus in Aquarius with the Five of Swords, okay? This love ain't loving. This love is a bruise. This love is a bind. This love is, you gotta let it go, and it sucks, and it's just like, but it's better overall for the quality of living, the quality of your life, to just let this thing go, because it's just not going anywhere, okay? The Hangman, the Hang one. Oh yeah, I like this one, the Hangman, and then it's more like a woman. You really like gotta go. Okay, but I was saying the Hangman doesn't go anywhere, right? This ship is not going anywhere, and you're like, I want to go on the ship that's going somewhere, right? Because you have the Seven of Pentacles. You're like, I work hard for this. The Queen of Cups. I swear, earlier we said you came in your true essence, right? I was like, I don't want to try to like be super funny about that. I was just thinking like, yeah, you came in as a Queen of Pentacles, very like loving, and you leave like more secure. I think you are dropping the burden. You go from what you don't see is like, yeah, you finally do see it. What you don't see, you finally do see, and you see the struggle, and you're really kind of over it anyway. I think you already declared it to the moon, to the angels, to the archangels. You work in those realms, and so I think there's a request here. There's an honor of your high spiritual attainment, and so now suppose that the gate and the gateway is open for you to create practically your from here, no matter the age, no matter if you're at that midlife, second midlife. How many midlives do we have? I did start the message, which we have like, I spoke about 2 midlives with the Saturn freaking transit through Pisces, and then the Pluto transit through Capricorn. It's just like some of these midlife crises for points for a lot of us lasted like too long. Like, did it need to last that long? Are you saying that too? Did it need to last that long? It lasted as long as it should have, right? Y'all, I have like love for y'all. I don't want to sound like crazy, but can I say that I have love for you? Like, you came out truly back. You're truly back to you. You're the Queen of Pentacles. This is not about gender, right? But like, here we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. A lot of Pisces here. Oh yeah, duh, with the Neptune, Pisces fella here, and then the High Priestess. We have a lot of Pisces. Feeling really secure, okay? Like a new level of security. Maybe you now sense security. Maybe you sense a new level of security. Maybe your wealth compounds. Maybe just the energy is getting you there, and now it's going to start pushing forward. There's that release. You're working through to clear away so much debris. A lot of it is in the freaking mind. So it's like, you know what you're up to. You know what you're doing. Yeah, let's read Karmic Path, card number 8. You're basically bringing structure to your life. It's a new structure with the Aeon Judgment, right? 20. Power. Power is card number what? 46. Wow. So this is a crown of Isis, right? Sometimes the crown of Hathor. It's equal powers of feminine and masculine. You are in your divine, flame. You, with the Sun card here, it's like you're in divine union. Like, it within you. It's the union is within you. The flame is within you. Please don't unsubscribe, okay? Don't be upset. You are powerful. You are worthy. You are sovereign. It is time to remember your worth. Drawing this card invites you to take your place in the starring role of your life. There's no need to play small here. You're being granted to display your strength for all to see. Okay, the Sun card. I'm talking about power. We're talking about the Sun card, okay? Sun card marks the beginning of the end. We said this is the end of the end. You're making it through. The Aeon is the end. The Sun is the beginning of the end. The Aeon is the end, okay? The Fool is the beginning of the beginning. Here we have the freaking crown of Isis. Drawing this card can also indicate that it is a time for you to call your power back from any situation where it may have been taken or given away. Call it back. Call it back. Well, that's why I'm saying I have a lot of love for you guys. Please stick around, subscribe, and boy, oh boy, oh boy, that Saturn card, huh? Three of Swords, restriction, penalties, shattering experiences, disappointments, growth. Okay, but we were saying 333, right? I'm glad I saved that message till the end because it turned out really well, and now then it just was like growth, right? Like out of that's what the Tower card is. Out of the severity and penalty and shattering experience that it was, there is growth. There is like so much strength. There's strength as you call your power back from a situation that you gave to that just didn't do it. Two of Wands, this is it. And the Two of Wands in this card is like you're leaving to go in your direction, right? Because we have the Ace of Wands. So you're literally departing a situation from a situation. You're leaving a situation behind. Something opens with your money. Something opens with your faith. Like you're both the freaking Capricorn, Sagittarius, Queen of Pentacles. You're getting ready for big. You're also the Cancer, Gemini, Queen of Cups, okay? So you're not only meeting new people, possibly already in line for new levels of relationship and feeling better about friendships and relationships, and maybe you're even like dating other, like going on about you simply more. You're likely making more friends. I don't know, there's more to say about like you're putting more attention to like money and you and care for you, your home, the home, love. Also the Queen of Cups is freaking love. The Queen of Pentacles is like freaking money, baby. With the Ten of Wands is like you're like finally like where's this money? Well, you know what? You were giving your time away, and the money was like, I'm not going to show up until you let go of that BS, okay? Three freaking Pentacles, solar eclipse, revolution, Two of Wands. That's like, basta. No more. No más. Stop. Alto. Like, no. No. Period. Okay? Period. No, nothing. Zero. Nothing. Nada. Okay? I'm sorry, I'm being so annoyed today. It's the Sagittarius. It's the moon in Sagittarius, y'all. It's making me just a little like pushy, right? All the love, all the light, all the healing emerald light to you. We just went through the whole Three of Swords debacle with you. You made it out. We made it out with you. We're here and we're freaking cheering you on. There's cheer. We're here and there's cheer, okay? Joy to the freaking world. The Aeon is here. Y'all, the Thoth Tarot is not effing around. Look. You're like, boom, out of here. But like, okay, like there's obviously like that. You're being granted permission. They're just forces that are like, we've been waiting. And the only reason we didn't give you the money is because you were all up in the head up there, all up in those dimensions up there. And they're like, 3D, 3 3D, okay? Wow. My God. So it's like okay. 9 of Swords as I'm screaming at you 3D. That's like, you're trapped. Don't stay trapped, because look, once you let go, oh my God. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. You're gonna go. The Prince of Wands is here. You're like gonna go. You're gonna go. Okay, you're gonna go. You're on your way. You're letting it go. You gotta let it go. You gotta give it up. The Hanged One. Okay, you gotta let it go, because it's just kind of. Well, I'm sorry. It's not good. No bueno. Okay, y'all. What's poppin'? This is cool. Okay, I'm back to the silly thumbnails, so bear with me. I send you all the love, all the light, so much love for you, and please leave me comments, hit like, hit share, subscribe, stick around. Talk to you very soon. It's election day tomorrow in the States, so I'm not going to record because I don't know, I don't even want to look at the computer, because maybe I don't want to look at the feed. I don't know, y'all. Stay safe and hydrated. It's so good to be here. It's so good to do this reading. This is a clear, okay? The Magician, the High Priestess are here. How beautiful is that? Along with 2 queens. These queens are more movement, right? They are the mutable. That's the change that we want to see. It's through the choices, like the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups must choose what to leave, what the Queen of Pentacles must determine what holds them back. The Queen of Cups must determine what they need to let go of. The Magician is here more than once, okay? Hasta la pasta. Have a beautiful, wonderful experience of whatever November may be for you. I hope that it is strengthening, and it is equally a reminder of your strength and your leveling up in your strength, and the strength department called, and they want you to get promoted. You're about to get promoted. Are you worthy of promotion? You're worth it. You're powerful. Go on about your biz. Okay, peace everywhere, all the time. We're gonna try for that. How about that? Cut. Okay, bye.